I'm glad everybody decided to come back and watch another video. Today what we're going to play with here is, this is called a Joe Dog. Some people will call it a fifth wheel wrecker. It goes on to the back of a track. It locks into the fifth wheel right there, and then you got chains and binders to tie it to the frame. And then that plate right there actually sits down on the back of the frame. These nut bolts there go to plates underneath that you slide over underneath the edge of the frame and lock it to the back of the frame. And that way you can tow another tractor or box truck, something like that. Normally you tow them from the back, but I have been known to tow a truck from the front with it. And what we have done is, this is a brand new pump from this company right here, VEVOR. I'll explain why we put this brand new pump on this. Right now we're trying to figure out why when we hit both buttons, up or down, it only goes one direction. The reason we put that pump on that Joe Dog is this here pump here. The owner of the Joe Dog, no, that Joe Dog does not belong to us. It's borrowed. Owner lent it out to one of his relatives. When he did, the pump that was on it, his relative burned it up, destroyed the jumper cables, busted a hose and some other stuff. We borrowed it to tow a truck. We have to get all the trucks out of where we've been storing the stuff down in a place called Monroe, Georgia. We towed one out of there with the ProStar, and I thought I was going to tow them out with the ProStar. I got the one towed out of there, and then the truck went into shutdown mode. That ended that, so we had to use the Freightliner to tow the ProStar back. I know it's a mess. So anyways, when we were towing the ProStar back, we had an issue, the issue with the wheel seal, which if you watched earlier video, you'll see that. We got that taken care of. And that pump there is not designed for that Joe Dog. When you go to let down whatever you got hooked to it, or even just the weight of the Joe Dog itself, it will go ahead and push fluid out here, because that pump is designed for power up and gravity down. It was just too much weight for that thing coming down. It was just pushing all the fluid out. Jumper cables are kind of junky that are on there. Went ahead, got a brand new set of jumper cables, bought that motor from VEVOR, and it got shipped from Jefferson, Georgia, which is not very far from here. It's where the trucks are actually going. So right now we're going to go ahead and try and get that straightened out. One of the reasons we went ahead and did that is Kenworth single axle truck that we've been using before we got these things on the road, and we still use it, belongs to the same person that owns the Joe Dog. He's been so helpful. When this KW went down, he actually finished his job that he was on, got in that single axle, brought it up to Dalton at midnight, and got up to me somewhere around 1-2 o'clock in the morning, so I could deliver the pup trailer to the person that the pup trailer had to go to, because the motor went in that. And I've been using the single axle ever since. He hasn't charged us anything. I have done work to it, but nowhere near what it would repay the kindness that Ron has shown with letting us use that truck, using that Joe Dog, multiple, I can't even count on all my appendages how many times we've used that Joe Dog. He is such a super guy. We're going to show you what we're find out why that Joe Dog is only operating in one position. Unfortunately, we can't bring the trucks here because we haven't got across the creek. We don't have any money to even think about building a bridge, and we don't know how to do it without money across the creek. All right, what we did, so we knew we had enough power, we hooked up to the battery on the 445D, so to make sure we have more than ample enough power going to the pump. Now when we take the lines off, the lines push fluid out, up and down, but when we hook the lines to the cylinder, which we haven't hooked, but that one's real loose, as you can see it's all wet, it will only work the cylinder in one direction, basically to make this part go down so you can hook up to the truck and to disconnect from the truck. Right now Kaylee's gonna call tech support for VEVOR because no matter which one of those buttons you push, it only goes in one direction. We'll let you know what they have to say and what we find out. Well, we're in the video. Go ahead and hit that bell button and subscribe and hit the thumbs up. Yeah, I smashed my thumb with the forum jack. That forum jack. But hit the thumbs up to let YouTube know that we're out here and we're trying to grow the channel. Hang on for further updates. Well, we're going to hold reservations about this company here, because we were thinking it was a US based company. No phone number, no address to get a hold of these people. You have to do one of those live chat text messaging things, and then when we contacted them, because no matter which button you push, it only wants to go one direction, it doesn't want to reverse. When Kaylee was doing the live chat, they said, well, 1 or 2 business days we'll have technical, so send you an email. So they still don't even want to talk to us on the phone, thinking there's someplace other than the US. We'll keep you updated on the results of this thing, but we're believing something in the valve body, even though this is all brand new, something is wrong, because we took the hoses off and we actually even disconnected it right here. So the only thing to work is the ram, and it still only wants to go down, no matter which button you push or anything. She sent them a little video. We're at the point where we can't do anything until they decide what they're going to do with a brand new pump. It hasn't even got used, except for trying to make this thing work, not hooked up to anything, just sitting here on the ground.